Representatives from the tourism sector and various government ministries, among others, were part of a one-day symposium that focused on the legal framework and management of Krong or government-owned land in Grenada. The aim of the symposium was to educate the participants and review the current policy that governs Krong land while also obtaining feedback on how gaps within the legislation can be addressed. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Aaron Francois, said with the government owning just 10% of lands on the island, it is important to improve the management of these lands.
We have the issue of squatting also. We have seen a worrying sign where persons think that they are entitled to just move on Krong lands without authorization. And even when you give notice, they seem to want to resist. There are some areas you don't want persons to just arbitrarily occupy because it has implication for a lot of different things. And so we just want the public to understand.
Francois further stated that his ministry would ensure the regularization of persons occupying government land for over 20 years.
And to my own office and indicate that they are occupying government lands, which they have been allotted for over 20 years, and they do not have title. And hopefully we'll start that program very, very shortly in terms of helping to identify critical areas where people have been occupying government lands and to see how we can regularize and give them title to those lands. Because some of them may be really in a tight position, not being able to muster the finances themselves. But by giving them title, they are able to get. We hope that they will be able to approach a financial institution and get the resources.
Discussions during the symposium also focused on the policy surrounding beachfront land, said Minister for Agriculture, Adrian Thomas.
The general public is quite aware of government's policy in regards to land on beachfront. We believe that it is important that those lands remain in the hands of the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. And secondly, we want to look at the whole issue of selling lands to to non-Grenadians and non-Carriacou members. We want to make sure that we do the right thing so that in the future our younger generation will be entitled to a piece of this little rock that we'll call paradise and we love so much.
The news team also spoke to two participants who shared their thoughts on the discussions.
Thinking about the management and maintenance of the current lands and the current Krong lands, what would happen in the future and how I will be able to obtain lands, because from the discussion there's only 4% of land available. So I'm thinking if there's only 4% now, then 10 years down the line, what percentage would be available to us as young people and then future generations to come?
It's been very eye-opening. Obvious, we need proper development policy, we need zoning, we need land act and so on. That's what we're discussing today, and it's of paramount importance to have that.
Rena Thomas, GBN News.